Hello friend, this is Nyasis Padi from the team of Missionaries. So in this video, I'll be discussing and I will be saying about India's school children need their childhood back. Absolutely, as an adult, I even wants to be to get into my childhood. So why? What is the need? So we even know that how this creation of pandemic has affected all the livelihood of everyone, not only to the children but also to the employees who are working under hardware sector, who are working on their field duties. So this impact has given a lot of advance to the school children for getting their marks. Absolutely, when I discuss about marks, everyone wants their everyone, not only me and you but also everyone wants their 10th class, or we can say the matriculation as well as the higher secondary education with a first class strategical marks, right? So when I comes to my discussion, even when I even done my graduation, not graduation, I cannot even say graduation, when I have done my higher secondary as well as secondary, I am a second class student with a minimum percentage of 80 and 85. Okay, so this is what my percentage is. But now in this today's generation, without going to school, without having those learning, without having those funds with the students, with the teachers as well as with the classmates, there is no such kind of getting marks without having these kind of funds. So one learning with study, so it is gives a practical experience to each and everyone's life. So in this context, I want to say the countries need to stop asking whether the schools are safe to or to start or not. So when the uprising of when we can say that when the rising of COVID cases are being effectively or widely spreaded, so economical generation also been stopped, means economical generation in different sectors also been stopped. The amount of fees the one student used to give to the private sector schools or private sector universities are been very less. So this even affect the economy too, right? So this even affected the employment ratio also. That's the thing which usually has been given in the first paragraph of the editorial page of this section. So when I discuss about this schooling, even 16 months, nearly 16 months, none of the students who are from primary sector has never had seen the faces of the school. So it's really a great disadvantage for the learning strategy for the Indian students too. So then after wide ranging impact, so what is the impact of this? So what usually students used to have in their mind, in their yes, in their mind, that when we do not go to school, what is the impact which usually we occur, what is the impact which usually we face whenever we are going to appear for any other examination in the future. So there is a partial differentiation between the students who have passed out from before a pandemic and after pandemic, right? So this even created a great indifferentiation between the students, that is even given in here in the wide range impact. Okay, so when I discuss about some schools have been going to reopen, so some schools are not going to reopen, like Kerala and Maharashtra, which has uprising COVID cases. So it has been counting, right? It has been counting how many days we even do not know. Okay, so then after wide ranging impact, which is also been written, that the ICMR, okay, Indian All Indian Council of Medical Science, even has notified that primary schools should be opened first rather than opening the secondary schools. Now we even know that we have opened the schools or the primary higher secondary for 10th as well as plus 2 for their education, right? For their learning strategy, right? So not only for the learning strategy, but we should have to keep ourselves isolated in the classroom itself. We should have to keep maintenance of the COVID guidelines even in the classroom too. So that's the main reason of how we lost the livelihood, we lost the funds, we even have lost, not we, the students who are in this present scenario, how they even have lost that. So okay, so expect option. So what usually their option is, so when it comes for the situation which has arisen, the first and foremost thing which I want to stick with the advantage part. What is the advantage part of this? So the advantage part of this is most of the students are digitally advanced. The disadvantage part of this is digitalization in the form of social media. So you have to understand digitalization in the form of social media, how this usually affects. So if I discuss about these things, so the maximum percentage of students who have attended online class is nearly 100%. Okay, but the presence is nearly 20 to 25. Okay, the presence of attentiveness is nearly 20 to 25. Why? Because most of the students who are gaining knowledge are nearly 25. Okay, under attendance is nearly 100, but gaining knowledge, get fetching knowledge is nearly 20. So because of improper guidelines, because of improper management of the curriculum which has been generated, has really affected. So digitalization plays an important role in the sector which has economical generation. The digitalization do not play a very important sector in learning. Okay, that's the key aspect, that the key point or the key option which I usually noted in the section of the editorial page. Then after managing the risk, when we discuss about managing the risk, then we have to know that what did the World Health Organization has done, what did the Indian All India Council of Medical Science has done, AIMS. Okay, what did the ICMR has done. Okay, so all these things make a very important aspect, right? Very important scenario, creates a very important scenario, that how the students will get knowledge, how the students will recover the things which have they lost in this pandemic. The evolution, the criteria of evolution of the new education system or the new education policy which has been implemented in the period of COVID-19 has even been affected, right? I cannot say it even been affected, but the curriculum which has been changing day by day has affected the previous year, the previous year students. If I may be in the present scenario of educating, I may be qualifying with a high grades marks, right? I will be having a very good marks in my 10th as well as in my plus 2 board. So it creates a means it creates a mentality to the previous year students or previous year pass out students, that why cannot I be in that situation, why cannot I be in this pandemic with a very good marks. Okay, that's a managing, but that's a key aspect. Okay, so then after managing the risk, how we can manage the risk, number of means making COVID-19 guidelines properly, following the guidelines properly, and making every movement with a full-fledged safety rules. Okay, with full-fledged safety rules, we have to maintain all the curriculums which are been guided by the ICMR as well as the WHO. So not gathering, not playing, so this creates a hamper in the education policy, it creates a hamper in the curriculum of the old education system which has been implemented. Okay, so it also been creating an unemployment ratio for the teachers as well as for the learners too. So I hope that you have got an idea about what the editorial page usually. So actually this page not maybe relevant for current affairs part. Okay, so what curriculums are been there, what curriculums are not been there, so it may be helpful for the current affairs part, but not which has been included in any GS paper. Okay, so I hope that you have got an idea about what the curriculum is, about the editorial page of 7th August. Okay, so hope I will be get back to the next editorial part of the 7th August, which is very important about digitalization. Okay, so till then, thank you for watching my video. Thanks a lot.